corporations tried to shut down the US government. You can turn back now, or learn the stuff they don't want you to know. Here are the facts. On October 1st, 2013, Congress partially shut down the US government due to gridlock negotiations between the House and the Senate. The conflict centered on two things: the Affordable Care Act and a looming threat of debt default. This isn't the first time the US closed up shop. Conflict between former President Clinton and Congress led to a federal shutdown in the mid-90s. While these situations have similarities, there's one glaring difference. Some people claim that the 2013 shutdown wasn't a perfect storm of conflicting agendas and political posturing. Instead, they claim it was organized in advance, and not by politicians. Here's where it gets crazy. Senator Bernie Sanders blames billionaires for the government shutdown. The senator, an independent from Vermont, claims that the 2010 Citizens United ruling enabled massive corruption. According to Sanders, a handful of billionaires can threaten any member of the House with defeat by pouring unlimited sums of money if they vote in a way that the Koch brothers do not like. According to Cheryl Gay Stolberg and Mike McIntyre, writing for the New York Times, the shutdown plan has been in the works for months, spearheaded by members of the Heritage Foundation. In turn, the journalists trace money funding this and similar organizations to a thing called Freedom Partners Chamber of Commerce, which they further claim is linked to the Koch brothers, who control Koch Industries. And some Senate members have all but openly accused some conservative House members of being in the pocket of big business, especially after House Resolution 368, which prevented most representatives from calling a bill to fund the government to the floor. These aren't the only players in the game, but due to the New York Times and the statements of some senators, Koch was accused of everything from backroom bullying to outright sedition. To those who support the Citizens United ruling or oppose the ACA, even if it's true, there's nothing wrong with this strategy. Citizens United made this funding legal, and if Congress is enacting the wishes of its constituents, then that's how it's supposed to work, even if things get ugly. After the story published, Koch released a statement denying any involvement with the shutdown and accusing the Senate of misinforming the public. Some journalists agree. Slate's David Weigel notes that senators may be focusing on Koch because they are convenient villains or scapegoats. Given the distrust of both Congress and large corporations, it's no wonder that so many people seem receptive to this idea. Could Senator Sanders just be playing to the crowd, making baseless accusations to sate the appetite of angry voters? Or is there something else to this story? Something that most of Congress doesn't want you to know?
I renew my motion that under the regular standing rules of the House, Clause 4, Rule 22, that the House take up the Senate amendments and open the government now.
Under Section 2 of House Resolution 368, that motion may be offered only by the majority leader or his designate.
Mr. Speaker, why were the rules rigged to keep the government shut down?
The gentleman will suspend.
Well, Mr. Speaker, I think
the chair will now entertain.
Democracy has been suspended.
The gentleman will suspend.